Hello YouTube, Xisuma here with another episode of Xisuma's World. So in the last episode we got a lot of work done on the animal breeding machine and we have just a couple of things left to do now, and I'm going to be doing that later in this episode. But at the moment I want to go work on the slime farm and talk about some of the things I want to be doing next. And I've also got this slime farm finished. All I had to do was wire up the lighting for each of the rooms. So back here we have a redstone wire that goes all the way across to the other room and controls the redstone lamps over there. So the XP farm is pretty much finished, and I even enchanted a pick and I got efficiency 4, which isn't too great because I like to get those with unbreaking, but it means we can do some fast digging and that's going to come in really useful for the slime farm. Okay, we're here in the slime farm and this episode I want to finish this place off. So we've got a few jobs to do, and the first of which is sorting out the ceiling. We need to remove one block across the whole room so that the large slimes have more room to move around. Now I did consider making the ceiling out of a different material, but that would mean digging up 2 blocks, which would just take up too much time. So I'm going to finish the ceiling and then we'll have a look at what it looks like. Okay, this is coming along quite nicely now, and I thought I'd show you what I'm thinking about at the moment. So over the side here I decided that we'd have it lower around the corners, since it didn't need to be higher. Once the slimes are in the stream, that's it, they're not going to jump up and down. So I made it one back from this row of blocks here, and then I realised that actually when they're jumping up and down they're going to hit the edge of this block here if they do, and when they fall down they'll still be on this edge. I'm talking about the big slimes. So I'm going to make that one further back, and as well as that I've noticed that the lighting looks really nice on the stone when it has a sort of pattern going on. So when I sort out the lighting down below, I'm going to try and incorporate a pattern that will reflect onto the ceiling as well. Okay, I've finished the first part of the ceiling and I'm really happy with how it looks. However, we're not going to be inside the slime farm too much, so we're going to see it from outside where the strip mine is. So what I want to do next is finish the next part of the ceiling, which is around the edges here, and I'm going to put in a glass wall from here up to the ceiling. And the reason for this is so I think it would have a nice look from outside, looking through the glass wall into the slime farm. But as well as that, the slimes actually are able to jump out of the water, and I think it's when they get pushed onto a wall like this, because occasionally, mainly over in that corner, I've seen a few slimes jumping around on the outside. There's also the possibility that they spawned over there, but either way I want to put in that glass wall. And then after that we're going to work on the lighting in here. For every torch there is, that's one less place a slime can spawn, so we need to replace some of the ground with glowstone and jack-o'-lanterns, and that will light up the ceiling as well. I talked about that earlier. I like the way these dark patches are, so we're going to place them down in a pattern, and hopefully it will create a nice lighting effect on the ceiling as well. I've put the glass in down one side here and it looks really good from in the slime farm, but it's not in here that we're really going to be seeing it from. It's the other side and it doesn't look so good from over here, and I've identified a couple of problems with why. First of all, the top is different from the bottom, and also we got the bedrock down here, which means we can't sort out the floor, so I think that's going to have to be a little bit higher. It could also be the void fog as well, kind of darkening the area. In fact, yes, I think I should put in a light here at some point before we make up our mind what I want to do. But I tried this. If we remove a couple of blocks here, and this is something you can do now in the game, you can place the slabs at the top and then place the next ones underneath like that, which is really convenient. So I didn't really like how it looked like that. I also tried adding a trim and I didn't like that either, and I also gave this a go, putting in these blocks, and it'd be as if the ceiling had been lowered by one block, but again I really didn't like that, so I'm going to keep on building and see if I can come up with something. Okay, I have finished placing in all the glass all the way around and I think it looks really good. Very happy with how it turned out. And what I want to do next is sort out the lighting here with the mycelium so we can get rid of all of these torches. And yeah, we have a skylight in here at the moment, and That was kind of random. Okay, so we had the skylight in here, and earlier it was daytime, and it got me thinking, now that I see it as night, we have the same effect whether it's day or night, so I think it just needs light from the surface to come down here, and it removes the void fog rather than give you the same light level as from above. So yeah, the idea that I have at the moment is we could remove all of this mass of stone and dirt and all of that in the corner here, and perhaps put in one of these skylights, because I'm going to remove this one, and then that would light up that corner. We could put one in that one and that one. Not really sure what to do about the one with the slime reducer, but once we've put in the skylight, we'll be able to see what it looks like from over here, because at the moment it kind of gets a bit dark, which I don't like. So anyway, we're going to do the lighting and the mycelium first. So I've placed in all the jack-o'-lanterns and it looks really nice and clean now. One thing I've noticed is that the pattern on the ceiling looks quite good, except our skylight is creating a light radius here, and you can see it's like a circle where the pattern doesn't appear on the top. So this was really simple to do. A jack-o'-lantern has a light level of 15, so the block directly above it will be 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, and going all the way around there's no spots that I think actually reach lower than 10, and 7 is the minimum light level that you need. So what I originally wanted to do though was place them in the middle, and I was hoping that the light level would spread enough to the sides that no mobs would spawn, but I had to do them on either side because, as you can see, it's even in the middle. There's no odd block, so yeah, I'm quite happy with it. Just 3 blocks between each jack-o'-lantern, going all the way around, 4 over there, and yeah, that's it. So before we start work on the outside and the aesthetics that I was talking about, I wanted to show you a little idea I had. I was thinking of even making this into a tutorial. It'd be something nice and simple, and yeah, the idea is that we're always topping up on food, and I thought it would be pretty cool if we could find ways to just simply automate that. So there's some places that I'm always travelling between, like going down tunnels to get from place A to B, and what I was thinking could happen is you hit a pressure plate on your way through like one of these tunnels, and you set off some pistons next to where these melons are growing, and for some reason that just destroyed my melon seeds, or the stems I think they're called, which is quite interesting. But anyway, so then you would walk through and you would just pick some up as you go, and it would always be activated by the pressure plates, so there would be a very small chance that a melon actually grows right as you're walking through, which would be unfortunate, but apart from that there's no real flaw with it. You would just continuously pick up some melons when you're making your way past it, and it would also have blocks around it like this, so that the drop loss would be minimal, because if they landed right over the edge there, then you wouldn't be able to pick them up unless leaning against this wall. Oh my god. Yeah, they track you from so far now. I've actually had a few come through here in the last hour or so that I've been, doing all the work. I had a creeper and a skeleton just track me down out of nowhere. It's really quite annoying because I thought I lit up all of this area, but there you go, there's somewhere where I've missed. So anyway, I just want to see what you think of this idea. If you think it would make a cool little tutorial just to, be able to add something to your base where you don't have to put any effort into harvesting it, you just walk through and collect some more melons. Okay, I've been thinking about what to do here, and I've made a couple of decisions. First of all, I want to raise up the floor by 2 blocks to this height, and then when we come over here we're level with the slime farm, which I think looks really nice. If you're any lower or possibly higher, which would probably look worse because the glass is at this level, yeah, it doesn't really work. So I think like this is good. And the other thing I've been thinking about is if we take a look at F3, we can see what level we're at on the Y coordinate, and we're at 8 or 8.6. And what I originally wanted to do was make a strip mine that covers everything from the bottom to like level 16, I think, where diamonds can spawn, using a technique which I could try and explain quickly. In fact, I will. Okay, so first of all, if you ignore the dirt, this is just where I've been replacing blocks so I could make the pattern. Okay, now if we imagine each one of these is a strip mine, then when we're in here we can see the block below, above and to the side of us. So these blocks are visible, and by creating another tunnel here we can see these blocks. And this pattern means that every tunnel we make and dig in one direction, we can actually see every block that there is, because we will see these ones here from this tunnel and these ones from this tunnel and so on, and the pattern means that we cover every single block. And that was originally what I wanted to do. I wanted to cover every block going in different directions, but I've sort of really gone off this idea now, because it kind of means that we're going to be building a huge strip mine and we'll probably never use all of the tunnels. So what I want to do is go to the best level for diamonds, which is 12.6 I do believe, going by what EFO claims, and yeah, there's lava level at that as well, so I may even go higher and go up to 16, which would mean I think that some of the tunnels over there would interfere with the spider farm, so there's a lot to think about really, but one or two of those levels I think is what I'm going to choose, and have all the mines on the same level, so they will be like this. And nope, sorry, that's wrong. And then from each strip mine going alongside, we'd see these two blocks, and the other one would see those two. If we'd done it like that, we'd just be wasting our time, because we'd already know what's on that side. So yeah, there's a lot to think about. And another thing I've been told by Kearshar, and I can't confirm this, but he could be right. If you look at my X and Z coordinates, I've got X minus 2300 and Z is plus 1500, and what he told me was that the game is naturally biased to where it places diamonds and iron, and that if you're in 2 plus coordinates, then you'll get a lot more diamonds and irons than you would if you were in 2 negatives. So I guess having one positive, one negative isn't too bad, but it did feel like I wasn't getting too many diamonds when I went exploring for them, and that could be why, I guess. So I've decided that I want to do the tunnels that cover all of the blocks. That was the original plan, and I just want to do it in the one corner. Now I'm probably not going to use all of the tunnels. I'll probably be mainly using the ones at the higher levels where the diamonds are more frequent. But it'd be nice to see what it looks like, and I'm only going to build it in one corner for now as well, as it would take a very long time to really put all the tunnels to use, so there's probably going to be not much need to expand this place after. So I'm going to raise the floor up to this level, and then we're going to dig all the way up to block 16 and then create a strip mine around the outside, and then some sort of storage area in the middle. Okay, it's time for an enchantment. My last pick ran out, so we're going to do level 48. Oh, that's brilliant. That's the absolute pick that I wanted. That's great. Okay, now I can go back to digging. Okay, I've been making some progress on the strip mine, and what we have here are some pillars that reach up to the ceiling, and I planned on having these going all the way around the outside, and then in the corners we would get this big area where there wouldn't be too much going on. So I figured we'd fill this area up with chests and other useful things, like perhaps some melon farms, so we can get some food while we're down here in the strip mine. But at the moment I kind of feel a little burnt out with this. I've been doing a lot of digging, not 100% sure on the wooden pillars, plus we've also got the new types of wooden planks to experiment with as well, so I might want to use them. And I don't actually have... I have oak saplings, I have pine saplings, I know there's a jungle biome nearby, so I can get jungle saplings, and yeah, the birch ones I've gone looking for before and couldn't find them, so I'm going to have to do some more exploring if I want to find them. And I think when I get all of those saplings together, I might start up a new tree farm somewhere that has all of them in. But for now I'm going to take a break from this and head back over to the animal breeding machine. Okay, we're back at the animal breeding machine, and all we really got to do is test this a couple of times. I'll do that on camera, and I'll be using it off camera more, so that'll be more testing, but let's bring them out. And I'm running out of wheat. I set up a little temporary wheat farm, and that's something I really want to do, is build a proper one. Okay, and we click bring out. There we go. Right, now this time I'm going to leave them together for a little bit longer because I think I was talking and that's when the baby animal nudged the minecart, but he's gone straight down there, so we'll do one more. And it flew down again. Okay, we'll try one more time. Okay, it seems like the baby animal just wants to jump out at the moment, so we'll send those back and we will go look at the breeding cells and check that they're all in order, which they should be. Yep. So there we go. I'd pretty much say that's complete. That's it working. What I want to do next is tidy up this area. I think I'm just going to cover this in grass because all the redstone will still work, and then we're going to work on the bit down below with the baby animals. Okay, I've laid down dirt on top of where the redstone was, and it's slowly spreading into grass, and I think it looks really nice now, a lot cleaner. This block here I might replace with possibly soul sand or wool, and that'll look a little bit cleaner as well. But yeah, I'm really happy with this, and what we're doing next is we're going to build a staircase down to get to the part down here where I'm going to build a lava blade cooker and also a shearing bay for the mushrooms. And so I'm just going to have a sandstone half slab stairs going downwards, and that'll branch off to the left into where the lava cooker will be, and then the same thing for the other breeding machine that I'll eventually build on the right hand side. So it'll be nice and symmetrical like that. Okay, I've started work on the staircase and I really like how it looks. We've got stone slabs here, and I'm thinking of putting in a block of jack-o'-lantern or glowstone on the sides to add lighting to the stairs, and this actually works out quite well because the edges at the animal breeding machine were odd on either side. We had a gap of 3 here, and between the breeding machine and the old path we had 1, 2, 3, 4. But now that we've kept the path 3 wide and we've added the trim on the side, it means it's 3. That just kind of pleases me a little, that it's a bit more symmetrical. So this is the shearing bay, and I've got a bunch of baby animals in there at the moment, and having some fun jumping around, it seems. So yeah, when we breed the animals, they're going to go down, instead of into this little containment area, they go between these sandstone blocks around the corner. The water stream just extends and leads all the way down here. So this is the shearing bay. We can stand here when they're adults and shear them, and the mushrooms will fall down into the water. And that's something I need to do next. I need to find a way to separate the mushrooms in the water. I was thinking of perhaps having the water flow around the corner under a 1 block gap so the mushrooms can't escape. And as well as that, I'm going to have some piston doors here to stop them from going into the next chamber, which will be the lava cooker. So there's a couple of things with this as I'm building it. The first thought was I've just bred all 6 that I have paired up in the animal breeding machine, and I'm going to need a lot more. It's so quick to go through all of them. So as I make the cells bigger, it means we'll probably need more room down here. So I'm going to have to rethink a little bit about this. But anyway, yeah, you can see I've gone for the stone slabs. I put some wood in the back to change it up a bit. And at the bottom here we've got glass, and underneath the water we have glass as well, and that has pumpkins below it, and that's where the light's coming from. So yeah, I really like the way this is coming along, and I just realised a moment ago, I think I know where I want to put the wheat farm. So when this is finished, we're going to walk down here and we're going to have a shearing bay on one side, we're going to have a bay on the other side with all the pigs, lava cookers in front of us. It's going to be quite industrious, and then I thought behind here we could put the wheat farm, so we could have another staircase going down, or just hollow out this space back here, and there'll be plenty of room to have a wheat farm, and it'll be just in the right place then as well. So we're going to continue work on the lava cooker and all of that down there in the next episode, and for the remainder of this one I want to talk about something that I've been putting off for a long time, and the reason why is because I wanted to find my own idea, but I just can't seem to find something that's right. So yeah, a while ago I got a donation which I was really pleased about, and I wrote the guy an email and said, you know, thanks for donating, and I'm going to do something in the LP world to to honour you and anyone else who chooses to donate. And I've been thinking about it for a very long time, and it feels like all of the really good ideas have been done by other people, like tree farms and houses with snow golems, and I wanted to come up with something really unique, and I really just can't think of anything that feels right. One idea I did have was to give each person who donated a strip mine, or at least one of the mines in the strip mine, and yeah, that's really like the only sort of half good idea that I've had, and I really want to make the donation room and say thanks to that guy. So I want to put it out there to all of you and see what ideas you have. And since the donation room is for anyone who donates, and in general just for my viewers, because I really appreciate all of you watching. It would be kind of cool actually if you helped me out and we figured out something together. So of course in the comment box, if you have any ideas, please let me know, and yeah, hopefully we'll figure something out. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.